Morning, afternoon, night, evening, everybody. Welcome back. It's the afternoon here in the United States. And, of course, we have an interesting story come from the quartering, which is not surprising. The story goes as follows. This is from Jeremy from the quartering. Let me pull up this article. You can read it in our news section in detail. I'm just going to read you the title of it. It says here, YouTube just got busted in massive censorship ring, lawsuits incoming. That was from the quartering by Jeremy of the quartering. It turns out that the Republicans have confirmed that the White House has been working with all these social media platforms to make sure that the real truth of whatever it is they want to control doesn't get out, claiming things like misinformation and other things like that. Fortunately enough, several Republicans have filed lawsuits against YouTube after they confirmed in their own research that was the case. So YouTube, you're screwed. You know what I mean? Seriously. Now, this next one is another story. This is kind of funny, but also kind of frightening. This is from Vietnam. This guy had headaches for 5 months. Severe headaches. What caused the headaches? Apparently, he got into a bar fight with another guy who managed to ram a set of chopsticks up his nostrils, all the way into his skull. During a CT scan, they discovered the chopsticks. Now, he's getting recovery now at hospital, and then he will be released. The doctor said he was very lucky because it could have been potentially fatal. And he didn't suffer from any long-term damage, but I don't think I could visualize somebody ramming a set of chopsticks up my nostrils. But apparently it happened in a barroom fight. It makes you think. Up your nose with a rubber hose and twice as far as a chocolate bar. How about even farther with a set of chopsticks? That's also in my news section. You can read that story too. There was a man in Winston, this is local news now, that was arrested by the Winston police for firing 7 rounds on Route 8. One man driving a Dodge Ram truck ducked to avoid getting hit by stray bullets from the other guy that fired a gun in Winston. Oh, I don't have their names right now. I'll have to look it up. The story is also in the news section of our Discord. Now, speaking of Discord, I found out another breaking news. The baddies are upset that we're not letting them in the door. It turns out on a couple sites that my people watch, one of them was Misfit Pariah, which I don't know who she is at all. Apparently, they've been complaining to her that they have not been able to infiltrate my Discord. Let me make this clear. Our Discord is in lockdown. We're not letting anybody in without an invite.
Oh, yeah!
There's only one way to get an invite. You have to email me.
Oh, yeah!
It's only good for one use.
Oh, yeah!
It's only good for 7 days.
Oh, yeah!
Once you use it, it's used up. And then you cannot use it to share it with your friends and let them onto our server.
Oh, no!
So, if you want to come on our Discord, there's only one way to do it.
Oh, yeah!
You gotta email me.
Oh, yeah!
And I'll post the link below. That way, if you want to come on, or some people we would love to have in our Discord, American Amy is one of them. And hopefully American Amy will be able to make it to our Discord. How you doing, Tater Kitty? So, I'm not kidding, guys. I don't want I run a tight ship for a reason. Okay? We don't need the troublemakers on our Discord and ruining and upsetting the apple cart. We've already worked hard to get our Discord to be as quality as it is. And we're going to keep it that way. I wouldn't worry about that Tiger Kitty. They can bang on the door all they want, but no one's answering it. Of course, I would like to invite American Amy on. Same thing with American Amy. You got to email me at the link above, and I'll also give you a link to the panel. I'd love to have you on, especially discussing the article from the quartering, which I thought was fascinating. That YouTube has been indeed, according to several Republican senators and House of Representative members, caught in the Biden bullshit ring. You know, I am not surprised. If the lawsuit does go through, does that mean all the channels that had their videos demonetized, they will have the right to sue to get all the justified income? I mean, after all, I've been trying to tell the truth for years on everything I do. I remember one time that YouTube tried to strike me for so-called misinformation and medical malinformation, all this stuff from the big C. Now, of course, it turned out that despite the fact that I was using medical facts and medical notes from doctors, that they still tried to strike me for medical misinformation. If the class action lawsuit becomes an option, I'm taking it. I do my best to always give you the truth. Just the facts. And if I don't have enough facts, I'll go dig for more facts for you. I guarantee that. That's fine, Red. I know the NSA, CIA, KGB, INF, IDF, whatever watches my channel. That's absolutely fine. But make sure, agencies, please do like and subscribe. MI6, we're going to make sure to give you information that's accurate as best we can. Alex Jones, we're going to try to keep you accurate too. Latest news article talks about him talking about how something we already know, that there's definitely that Pfizer had misrepresented the claims of the efficacy of the Big C vaccine. Also, they underrated the number of deaths caused by the Big C vaccine, which I find absolutely disarming and concerning. But, you know what? That's the way it is. Let's be honest right now, folks. We see a day and urge at, a lot of misinformation. I did a picture from something that I was talking to Stan about in the news forum on our Discord. He was talking to me about what's going on with the world, and I will actually first of all read it to you. I said, I understand CT, that given what is going on with their infrastructure, if we're reverting to a non-electric, non-technological lifestyle, not only due to cost, but due to poor equipment maintenance and systemic failures, what would the U.S. look like if we only had steam and carriages with maybe gas lighting and, of course, candle-lit homes? This is way too much to enter into Night Cafe to generate a picture. But I said, what the hell? Let's do it anyway. And I did. Well, let me tell you right now, folks. This is one frightening photograph. Let me pull this picture up on the screen so you can see this. This here is from Night Cafe, and you can look at the detailed picture there. So let me go to my screen tool so you can go in scene 2. I wish I had a way to make these buttons easier to set up. Maybe if I just set the stuff up ahead of time. Yeah, scene 3, please. Yeah, NASQ. Okay, window capture 2. Click on the gear. Okay. I think this is it here. Yes, that's it right there. Okay, absolutely. Now take a look at that picture. Look at the damage. Look at the damage that is done to our country. Yes, I get to Washington. Look at the damage. Garbage on the tracks. Highways that are crumbling and falling apart. Metal rusting away. That, my friend, is from none other than Night Cafe itself. Night Cafe is saying this is what Michelle typed, and this is a literal translation of what Michelle was saying. And that's only one picture. I did a couple more. You can look at all the news channel of our Discord and see the rest of them. Let's just put it this way. It's very disheartening. Sometimes AI can be useful for some things. And showing the kind of frightening reality of what's going on is clearly one thing that they can be good at. Yeah, it's based on all the things I originally typed in a reply to Stan. I typed it in exactly as it is in the prompt. I didn't even edit it down. I didn't change the prompt. I did for the second, third, and fourth one, but that was literally from what I typed to Stan in a message. That's what's happening to America, folks. That's what's happening to America. Soon it's going to be clear. You can't get there from here. Unless you get your feet on and start to walk. But you better find a good cobbler and makes good sneakers, because you ain't going to be getting there very far when you're stepping over broken glass and broken debris. It's just like, it's just hard to believe it, but it's true. That's the truth of what's going on in this country right now. We are suffering also, as another economist pointed out, it's also in the news area. America at $33 trillion in debt. I think that's what this number was. I might be wrong. I have to double check that. It's in the article. America is printing more money. That means the money is worth less and less. We're doing what the Germans did during the Weimar Republic. We're making our money useless because it's not backed by any precious metals. It's not backed by anything of value. We originally backed our money by petrodollars from petroleum. But you know what? Nobody wants our dollars anymore, unfortunately. Nobody wants our money. We owe money to China. China can go ahead, foreclose on the United States, and our entire world would be forever fucked.
Oh, yeah!
That's the reality. And Congress is too stupid to realize that they need to seriously put the brakes on military spending. This guy mentioned that we should put the brakes on social spending for people needs-based programs like entitlements. But you know what? The United States spend more money protecting other countries than we get out of those countries. We're losing our shirt to protect other people than our own selves. This country can't afford to do that. But Biden's like, oh, we're going to give money to this country, we're going to send military to that country, we're going to support this country even though it angers some other country. What a fucking ingorangus.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah. I gave your Silvermoon radio some extra links. Okay, thank you. For real, the money spent on military should go to education and healthcare. And I mean, let's be honest. I don't think we need to teach a kid how to make a shift. They already know how. We don't need to tell kids how to make babies. They already know how. We don't need to tell kids how to use social media. I think you get the idea. Today's kids have no knowledge of American history, of why we even have a U.S. Constitution. The public school system that the United States was always proud of, that everyone would receive an education, their school system in this country has failed them. Everybody's talking about budget cuts, saving money on education, trying to make sure the schools run cheaper, making sure that the kids, well, let's put it this way, they're not getting the quality education that I got. In 1987, when I graduated from high school, I'll tell you, I got a hell of an education. And I really do have to say, I am proud of going to a semi-private high school called the Gilbert School.
Oh, yeah!
That was a smart move from my family, and thank you for getting me there. Kids are too stupid because, 1, they're over-medicated. 2, they're overstimulated. Number 3, their whole lives wrap around social media. Talk about misinformation. Kids are getting wrong information from other kids and then spread it to other kids like a plague. I think it's also time that we vote all of those senators, particularly them, out, because they have been keeping things quiet about UFOs and UAVs. Now they're being brought to the woodshed because now people in the House of Representatives want to know, why are you not telling us all the information? We're members of Congress too, and you're keeping everything silent from us in the intelligence community. Why?
Oh, yeah!
We're representatives of the United States government. Why are you not telling us that you're telling everybody in the intelligence community is telling only a few select senators? What are you so afraid of?
Oh, yeah!
You want us to keep giving you money for your budget? Your National Defense Authorization Act? Fuck you! We want to know where you're spending the money on.
Oh yeah!
I mean, come on. We spend more money on the National Defense Authorization black budget and the military. We don't even... I'm not against having some military. But we certainly need to tell the American people the truth. If you got UAVs out there in the in our air pattern, our air flights, our air traffic areas, and these craft are potentially causing disruptions in air travel for people, don't you think at least the commercial pilots should be at least given some sense of respect by being allowed to, one, know what the hell is going on, then two, if they have seen it themselves, have a way they can legitimately report what they have truly seen with their own two eyes? Don't even get there with the idea of a still queen monarchy. I pulled that picture up in AI as well. Based on all the other factors I put into the thing, it's worse than Havana, Cuba. I'm not kidding you guys. If we ever had a monarchy in this country, as it is now, as dysfunctional as this country is, this place looks worse than Havana, Cuba, after Fidel Castro took power. I still stand by one thing. If we are really seriously going to fix this thing, we need to have another constitutional Congress. And we need to sit down and redesign our government from the beginning. One, the United States is too big.
Oh yeah!
Way too big.
Oh yeah!
Why? We got 50 states. They're all different. Every single one has different viewpoints. What happens when you get all those different viewpoints in one room? Nothing gets done.
Oh no!
You bet.
Oh yeah!
Yes. It would be much better to break the United States into 10 sub-regions. Because there are things that each region can work on their own regional level. Because they know more precisely what that region needs. The United States government now is so dysfunctional, nothing can get done. We need to do it legitimately through a proper constitutional Congress. We need to take away the bite when it says, too big to fail. The United States government has gotten too big to succeed. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. We got too big to succeed. That's pretty scary. 100 senators, 511 representatives, I believe it is. And they never can pass legislation in a timely manner that makes any sense, unless it's over 1,000 pages long. Now, don't tell me, when does a document have to be over 1,000 pages long? As far as what I've been hearing, how the Biden administration is trying to tell the social media platforms to shut down dissenting voices. First of all, YouTube is kind of in the middle of a pickle. Because first of all, in one sense, they're Section 230. They receive money from the federal government as a social media platform to allow free speech and the safe harbor provisions. But there's a problem. They're also a publisher. A publisher runs its own press. A publisher can choose what to publish and what to not. Which means, for people of YouTube, which one are you? Are you a safe harbor with Section 230? Or are you a publisher? You can really only realistically be one or the other. It's kind of like Jesus said. One can only serve one master, for he will love one and hate the other. It felt good waking up noodles on Leo's stream, huh? It felt good whacking noodles. Okay, you're talking about a couple days ago. Grace, what I told Noodles a couple days ago on Leo's stream is true. He streams too much, and he tends to tell too many people what is going on, and he feeds the bad people information that really he should be keeping under his hat.
Oh yeah!
His lawyers would tell him the same thing.
Oh yeah!
He should listen to more people. Somebody had to take him to the back of the woodshed. Somebody had to tell him. So the thing is that I don't have my hearing aids on right now. I'll tell you why. This morning they were too friggin' loud. Some days they're just right, and some days they might as well basically put a power drill right to my skull. That's how loud it can get.
Oh yeah!
Distortion, heavy duty, even at the lowest volume on some days. And some days they're perfect. How is that possible? I've been trying to find that out. And you know what? Me and Chris are going to range to go see her audiologist, and we are going to find out the reason for that. Now, why was I interested in the statins issue? I take simvastatin, and it turns out that simvastatin, and I have the article in my new section to verify. It's in general chat. Why is it in general chat? Well, reasons in general chat is we don't have a health section. If we had a health section on my Discord, how many people would actually read it? It was so big, it was so important that I had to make sure to get as many eyeballs to look at it. I'm not going to explain all the 10 concerns with statins, but let me just tell you this. The one concern with statins is it affects your mental well-being of your brain. It causes your cholesterol in your brain, your low-density lipids, which act as insulators of your nerves in your brain, to degrade. And that causes your nerves to short out, just like a fraying electrical cable. It also affects your reproductive organs and your RHEA hormone and your vitamin K processing by your kidneys, both your K2 hormone and your K4, actually vitamin, K2 vitamin and K4 vitamin. Now, I'm not talking about K2, the street drug here. I don't think that does any good to the body. I never heard of vitamin K myself, but I'm sure there might be more than one. I mean, maybe there is a vitamin Z too. Does anybody know if there's a vitamin Z? Because I don't know. Could be. There could be a vitamin Z. Who knows? or vitamin X, vitamin Y, maybe vitamin N, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, and probably a few other letters I can think of right now. Right. And what do you think that Michelin sheep is made out of? Cholesterol. Low density lipids. Yep, exactly. What does simvastatins do? All statins. They destroy and damage the low density lipids ability to be produced. Which means that's like taking away all the insulation from your wiring in your body. Ay. Talk about short circuits. Yeah. The slowest growing in the body. And unfortunately, they're also the one part of the body that's like an electrical cable that connects one part to the other part. The reason I pulled up the issue with the statins originally was I asked myself, could that be causing my tinnitus? As they pointed out, certain anti-inflammatory drugs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, including aspirin, Tylenol, ibuprofen, and of course, prescription NSAIDs such as Celebrex, can cause tinnitus to develop in the brain. Also, certain psychiatric medications also have an effect on tinnitus suffering, which is something that most people don't even know about. Also, TMJ issues, which has to do with your jaws and your muscles in your neck. Talk about getting a pain in the neck, but that alone can cause significant damage and cause tinnitus buildup. A doctor who's an ENT specialist in Germany said, because of the TMJ issue, it is important to be working with a dentist and a dentist of orthodontistry to make sure you don't have a TMJ issue causing your tinnitus. How many would have thought that? Carolyn, contrast to your belief, I don't hate you. I think you're a sweet person. I think she is too. She's a nice person. You don't even have to get lockjaw, guys. Trust me. If you have a clicking sensation in your jaw, that could be related to TMJ. If you, they say, by the time you get tinnitus at the jaw or cause of TMJ, tinnitus is like the warning bell that has been ringing for some time that had been ignored. It's like walking around a building even though a fire alarm is sounding and the building's burning to the ground. I'm really seriously. Something like that, you need to go ahead when you hear the alarm say, your attention please. An emergency situation exists in the body. Do not run. Do not rock. Please walk to the nearest exit. Do not take the elevators. Whoop, 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 whoop. Means get down there and get yourself checked out. How many people just say, just press the silence button. I don't want to deal with it. But the truth is that's what the doctor said. OMT doctor in Germany said, by the time you're pressing the silence button, the problem has gotten appreciably worse. you could have saved yourself a lot of agony and suffering if you had managed to fix the problem before it got that bad, where the final alarm starts sounding.
Oh, yeah!
Conversely, the same is true with the American government. You have known about your budget problem, you know about your deficit problem. People will warn you over and over again, this is economists told you. And you tell them, shut the fucking alarm up, we don't want to hear it. It gives us headaches. Well, then fix the damn problem and get my personal life out of it, okay, pal? It's that simple. You guys, just like we do with the government, a lot of people do to their body, too. I mean, for example, the poor guy that had severe headaches for 5 months, before finally going to the doctor, and realized he had 2 chopsticks that were rammed up his nose. Why did he take it that long? Apparently, he was so drunk at the bar, he didn't even seem to notice the pain of somebody guy ramming the chopsticks up his nose. I can't even visualize that, personally. Makes you think. You know, we live in a country where information is we now have been confirmed by the quartering by Jeremy, as Republicans are finding out. As I said earlier, the White House is working with social media platforms and telling them to censor and tell people that are releasing information that they do not want out there to censor them and tell them to shut up. But you know what? We're not going to do that.
Oh, yeah!
If there's something wrong in this country, or if there's something wrong, I need to report it to you. That's the way it is. Sure, I love the dollars and cents. Oh, by the way, there's another story I did share. I think I did. No, I didn't share it, but this I did see on Fox News. Are you ready for this? A woman with 13 relatives, quote, the most hated woman in Britain, whose last name sounds like an Italian name, is charging for a Christmas dinner every one of her 13 relatives coming to dinner £150 to come to eat dinner with only one complimentary glass of champagne. Even the kids, £150 per person to have Christmas dinner at her house, claiming I have to watch my budget and I'm in it to make a profit. And it takes time to make a Christmas dinner. Lady, I get that. But why charge your relatives £150? Why don't you do something like that, realistic, sure, how much did it cost to cater this? This party looks like it's a catered party. So why do you need to make a profit on family? That is not unusual. We see this even to this day. People are always saying, I have to look out for number one. Me. I wouldn't worry about number one. Number one loves and cares for you, wants to keep you safe. That's called the Lord Jesus Christ and his mother and father. That's right, Red. I will look the article up for you again on Fox News. I couldn't believe it either. I wonder how many people are going to turn down that RSVP. I hate to be the one to tell her, hey, yeah, you know what? Mama, I can't afford that. I'm sorry, I'm going to be staying home with my husband this time. At the current rate exchange is $189 US. Each person. Talk about being greedy. I didn't even think of that in the article. I am going to definitely save that. If I didn't have it in my news section. I did put a lot of articles up there. If you do not see it, let me know. I will put it up there. That made my blood boil. It sounds like something some people we all know on YouTube would do. You know, some people are like that.
Oh yeah!
No wonder why she's the most hated woman in the UK.
Oh yeah!
Too much of an Ebenezer Scrooge.
Oh yeah!
I could just visualize that. You know, Satchet, I'm not giving you a big Christmas bonus this year. In fact, I'm charging you 150 pounds for Christmas. That's exactly what she said. She wanted to get paid back for the cost of doing a catered Christmas dinner. First of all, no wonder why everybody in the UK hates your guts. I'm sure the catering company don't like you either. And you think the North American Snow Queen is cold? Far from it. Right now I'm sweating my ass off. It's hot in here with the sweater on. I couldn't believe that either. I was like totally shocked when I saw that. I said, what a horrible way to treat your loved ones. I can't believe anyone would do that, but apparently she thinks it's okay. Just be glad you're not my relative, or I give you a right hand right across the fucking face. Let's see if I can find the article. It was really, really quite frightening, actually. Let's see. It should be easy enough to find it. They don't tend to disappear that quick around here. Yeah. Let's see. I see a lot of articles, but not that one. Here it is. Britain's most hated mother to charge family members nearly $200 each. That's in US dollars. For Christmas dinner. Everything I do is for profit. Influencer and mother Carla Bellucci made headlines when she told the media that she would be charging family members to serve them dinner and a single glass of champagne at Christmas. Bellucci has previously been dubbed Britain's most hated woman after she admitted on television that she exaggerated her feelings of depression and flirted in order to get a nose job provided by the publicly funded and overburdened British healthcare system. Since then, she has also gained infamy for other behaviors such as hiring male strippers for her 18-year-old daughter's birthday and crowdfunding a butt lift procedure. But her upcoming Christmas dinner is already making headlines in multiple countries. Quote, as the festive season approaches, Carla, 42, expects to have up to 9 relatives, in addition to her immediate family of 6, sitting around the dining room in her home on Christmas Day, the Daily Mail reported. But the guests will find the season of giving starts at the front door because each will be charged £150 for a full turkey dinner, including 1 glass of champagne. At the current exchange rates, 150 British pounds sterling is equal to 189 American dollars. Quote, "It's not cheap feeding people, and it also takes a lot of time to put together a nice meal," Bellucci told the British news outlet. "I'll give them a glass of champagne, but if they want any more booze, they can bring their own." She also defended the price, including something of a profit for herself, saying, "Everything I do is for profit, and my family understands that." But she defended the price as a reasonable one for the guests as well. If you want quality, you have to pay for it. She admitted that it wouldn't be any cheaper if you went to a restaurant or hotel for Christmas Day meal. So why should I be out of pocket? In addition to the dinner, she'll also allow her guests to use her television so they can hear King Charles speak at 3 p.m. and watch whatever they want. Then after playing some charades, she will kick them all out and send them home. To any critics that may object to her charging for to host family members, she declared, quote, "Get stuffed with all the trimmings." Alexander Hall is an associate editor for Fox News Digital. Story tips can be sent to Alexandra Hall at fox.com. Jesus. And you think that some of the people on YouTube are bad. Apparently people are going to be paying it. So who's more nuts? I would rather be the most loved person in the UK, not the most hated.
Oh yeah!
Or at least the most respected anyway.
Oh yeah!
I mean, after all, why would you want to be the most hated person? We all thought that Leona Helmsley was bad. This woman sounds worse than even Leona Helmsley.
Oh yeah!
Jeez. I mean, I can't even visualize how stupid that is. That you want to do that to your own family. And then you arguably say, "Oh, my family understands that." Yeah, I would love to see what your family is saying in the back room when you're not looking. Did you hear how Mom's idea is so stupid? I'm supposed to be her daughter and she's making me pay this eat here. And she has the nerve to say that my family understands that. Lady, you're an idiot. I would do anything to make sure that people have a happy Thanksgiving or happy Christmas dinner. And I mean, what'd she do, catering this? I don't think she's getting it catered. Lady, are you actually cooking the meal? Or is somebody else cooking the meal? The article doesn't say. It sounds like she's getting it catered. If that's the case, get a cheaper fucking company. For 150 fucking pounds, that may be a pretty fucking good meal. And I hope the guy you let me read my credit card at the door. Just watch out in case I decide to do a chargeback. Creep. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Anyway, today me and Krista did have some of the apple pie that Noodles never had because he didn't stay for dessert. But me and Krista had some apple pie a la mode with ice cream with her daughter today. That was good too. That was good. Krista was happy, her daughter was happy, I was happy. The pie was delicious. Really, it was absolutely good. So the point is guys, when it comes to stupidity in this country and other countries, there's just, I don't know when America could even get any more dumb, at least on the American level. There were stories on our page that you can check into on the news page of our Discord from American stupidity stories. Those are just two examples of what I'm talking about. This world has gone crazy. And I don't know where it even started from. I mean, come on. Let's not lie. We all hear about the so-called man in Florida. The man in Florida, the stupid thing, Florida man that does stupid crap and all that. But you know what the truth of the matter is? Where the hell did Florida man get his ideas? I'm not kidding you. Where did these nutcases get their ideas? From other stupid nutcases. I mean, so what if you're an influencer? Big deal. It don't mean you have to be an influencer being an asshole at the same time. In my own way, I'm an influencer too, but look at the difference. I don't act like I'm entitled. Oh, I'm an influencer. Hear me roar. I want the best room in the hotel, or the brothel. Guess what? I don't even expect that. No. I'm just an average, everyday person, just like you, trying to make a living without the risk of breaking their neck. But what makes me an influencer is that you, my audience, respect me for me being out there and honest and telling you as it is. Alright, so what else do we got on Fox News that's revolting, shocking, or surprising? Let's go back and look at the rest of the stories. Let's go from the top of the tree. Let's go from the top of the tree now. House Republican leaders fired back after Hunter Biden's lawyer offers alternative to disposition. This is what they say. Comer Jordan demand Hunter Biden appear for disposition, saying he will not receive special treatment. First on Fox, House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer and House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jim Jordan demand Hunter Biden appear for his disposition later this month as part of their efforts to determine whether the House of Representatives will draft articles of impeachment against President Biden. The lawmakers also stressed to Hunter Biden's attorney that the president's son will receive no, quote, special treatment, closing quote. Comer, Republican of Kentucky, subpoenaed Hunter Biden for a disposition earlier this month. The disposition is set for December 13th. But Hunter Biden's attorney, Abe Lowell, offered the president's son for a public hearing instead, where he would answer questions and offer his testimony directly before the American people. In a letter to Lowell on Friday, Comer and Jordan said Hunter Biden's testimony will occur initially in a disposition setting. It has been the consistent practice of committees of the majorities as well as these committees during this inquiry. We also appreciate your confirmation that Mr. Biden is willing to testify as public hearing, they wrote. We look forward to his testimony and a hearing at the appropriate time. Comer and Jordan, who are leading an impeachment inquiry against President Joe Biden, along with Ways and Means Committee Chairman Jason Smith, Republican of Missouri, explained that the committees require Hunter Biden's testimony to be informed potential legislative reform relating to federal ethics and finance disclosure laws. Quote, in addition, the committees are investigating whether sufficient grounds exist to draft articles of impeachment against President Biden based on the evidence received to date, showing that President Biden was aware and released some of the family's business ventures and sought influence potential business deals that financially benefited his family, they wrote. First of all, I don't know what a disposition is, but I'll tell you what. It sounds to me this guy is in deep guacamole.
Oh, yeah!
Biden administration corrects error about number of American hostages released by Hamas. Okay. Kirby says 4 American hostages, not 6, have been released freed from Gaza. White House National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby on Friday said 4 Americans have been released by Hamas from the Gaza Strip, not 6 as previously announced yesterday. I said the number of American hostages that we got out was 6, and obviously that's incorrect. It's 4, so I apologize for the error, but the error was mine, and I was just as a result of misspeaking. Well, thank you for at least being honest about it. It says here, VW64 says, gone are the days of Mr. Rogers type influencers. Howdy, folks. Also, what rabbit hole is this chat falling? Right now, it's not really falling anywhere. It's just people just commenting on what's going on. And let's see, what other ones sound tasty today? I want to pick some. I'm gonna pick some more fun ones up here. Sandra Day O'Connor, first woman to serve the Supreme Court, dies at 93 today. Sandra O'Day Connor was the first woman to serve in the Supreme Court ever. Has passed away today. I don't know anything about her legacy or her work she's done on the bench, but she was the first one. Let's see. Highlights from the fiery DeSantis. No, news from the. Trying to find some good ones here. Do you know this interesting news? I got through these ahead of time. I want to talk about more about the chopstick story. Oh, okay, right here. Yes, man shocked to discover source of headaches for 5 months as a pair of chopsticks inside his skull. A pounding headache led a shocking discovery for a man in Vietnam after the source of the pain was revealed to be a pair of chopsticks. After the man experienced severe headaches for 5 months. Talk about delaying the inevitable. Doctors at Cuba Friendship Hospital in Dong Hoi told a 35-year-old man that he had a pair of chopsticks lodged inside his skull, according to the New York Post. Upon checking into the hospital on November 25th, a CT scan revealed that the man was suffering from a rare, potentially life-threatening neurological condition that was caused by the pair of chopsticks that had allegedly gone up his nose into his brain. The Post reported that while the man was initially surprised at how chopsticks end up in his skull, he soon remembered a fight he was involved in while out drinking 5 months prior. The patient reportedly told doctors that he could not recall many details from the fight, but did remember that someone stabbing him in the face with an unknown object. Let's just put it this way: it's pretty graphical. Well, kind of. It's not really that graphical. Showing the CT scans. The surgeons were able to successfully remove the chopsticks, and the patient was said to be in stable condition, waiting to be released from the hospital. I hope you do fine, sir. I hope you do fine. That does not sound like fun. Yeah, don't boo at me. There's something funny there. But you know what? You gotta admit, though, the world is weird what's going on right now. A lot of the stuff that we're hearing doesn't make a damn bit of sense, and you know it.
Oh, yeah!
I mean, guys with chopsticks up their nose. The White House acting like it's okay to tell government or social media platforms to shut up people that they say are spreading misinformation. Kids getting involved, messing around with drugs, making shivs, selling illegal substances in public schools. A woman in the United Kingdom charging £150 per person to go to a Christmas Thanksgiving dinner. Where is the fuck is the sanity here? Really? Where is the sanity in the world that we're seeing today? Oh yeah, don't forget this one. Why do some days Michelle's hearing aids loud and some days just about the right level volume? I have no idea. I wish I knew that. But hopefully we will find out. I really be honest with you. I cannot understand the insanity in this planet anymore. Thank God I'm not coming back for another round. I'd rather deal with the Scrooge and the Dead Scar than the stupid, ignorant idiots on this planet. Honestly, I don't even know if the Silvermoon actually really has the Scourge in the real world version. But even so, I'd rather deal with them than the crazy zombies and nutjobs on this planet. Yeah, it's stupid, isn't it? By the way, talk about stuff that we talk about that are stupid. You know, there's a lot of misinformation that is being spread. YouTube is allowing this to spread. Because YouTube, for example, allows people who are out there to cause hurt and pain and anxiety and PTSD to continue to spread their vitriol on the platform. You ever try to report those people on YouTube? Do you get a deaf ear? And kind of like, well, that's nice. Just go ahead and report the problem. Then they get the report and they throw it in the garbage can. Yeah, throw that away. I don't need that story. I was just being nice. Get rid of that person. While the person going, this is so unfair. Why can't I get the truth told? Why am I being treated like a bad person when I'm telling the truth? Why are they still allowed to do it? Because part of the reason is, unfortunately, YouTube gets more money out of the drama channels than anything. And right now, YouTube is money hungry. Like that woman that's charging £150 per guest at a Christmas dinner.
Oh yeah!
See if that makes any sense. You know what? I will say one thing, though. If I ever had the patience to deal with running for office, president, congressman, whatever, which I really would hate the job. Really, I would. I don't have the patience to deal with people that are a bunch of moronic dipshits. And that would include, I would definitely not hire Jean Pereira as my White House chief of staff or my press secretary. She can't handle the truth. And I would expect nothing less than have to tell the truth, the whole truth, because that's your job at the White House press secretary. I mean, come on, let's be realistic here. This country cannot manage to do it on its own. What they're doing is we're quietly taking the American economy and then turning it into the picture I showed you earlier. Do you really want to be living like that? Think about it. Do you want to see a world like that? You can't get there from here. You can, but you certainly can easily fall down that damn slope, can't you? Yeah, let's put it this way, folks. If we have to go down that damn slope, we better know how to make a proper kitchen cooking fire. You better learn how to trim wicks for your candles. Because guess what? You ain't got a choice. And you better know how to dig a hole for your latrine in the backyard so you can take a good shit for yourself. Because there won't be no indoor plumbing. You know what the sad truth is? The majority of people in this country are not ready for that. Because we have basically been told. And part of the reason goes back to the Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Now, the guy was important. This electrification idea. We are going to put electricity in everybody's home, even if they don't want it, because we think it's good for you. George Bush goes out there and says, we're going to ban incandescent light bulbs because it's good for you. But Donald Trump realized we don't need any more government regulation.
Oh yeah!
It's getting ridiculous. And now Joe Biden says to his EPA, saying, we're going to take the gas stove out of your kitchen. Over my fucking dead body. We all know that this is a time of day when most people don't expect us to be alive. I was with Christian today doing laundry, and that's why I wasn't here. Also, we find out that many people really don't like the afternoon shows. But we do them anyway. 3 commenters on Kick, at least 1 on Twitch, and approximately 6 on YouTube. Well, I think we've covered enough. If anybody has any comments, I'll be here for about another minute or two. If you want to go ahead and type in your comments, I will try to answer them. It's 4:10. I'll give it a 4:15. If there's anybody who wants to ask or make a comment in the side chat, this is your opportunity. I want to read what you got to say. Well, not a single comment. Ooh, talk about a tough room. That's okay, Terry Kitty. Don't worry about it. I guess now I gotta fold the sheets and get them put away myself. So I washed the sheets today. It was time. I think today after the show, I think I'm gonna take a chill pill, take a rest, and then we'll see if I can try to get some World of Warcraft in tonight to level up a bit. But we'd like to remind you to please do subscribe to us on Kick. Please do check out our web store. Please do check out our wish list. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Oh well. WISHLIST, because we did update it. And please do check out our Patreon page too. And last of all, let's don't forget to donate. And if you have not already done so, if you're watching the show for the first time, please do subscribe. Because this is so much important to everybody. How you doing, Bianca? Welcome. We're going to get ready to wrap it up shortly. Got 3 minutes. How you doing today? We got a lot of things going on in this crazy world, as I said earlier. But like I said, from this picture I showed you, we don't need this to happen to America. But that's what's already happening to America. It's pretty scary to think about that. Absolutely. Thank you. I much would appreciate that, Bianca. I really would appreciate that. Make sure to put the long one because that one seems to be there's another Michela and it's not me. Subscribe. There's another Michela, that's not me. That's me. There's my link to my link. Okay? Or maybe it didn't show it up on the screen. But here it is anyway. You want to do it, Loom? I'll do it. You want to do it? I'll do it. http://www.youtube.com/forwardslash/USER/BICHELA4. She can post it right here. She's a mod. Just tell her to go ahead and stick it in there. We'll all see it. We'll all see it. Now Botchick finally gives you instructions. Well, the point is that we want to see this channel grow, unzip, and expand and explode. Noodles is not using me for money. What are you using me for? Let's put it this way. I'm telling the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God.
Oh, yeah!
Gonna keep trying to tell the truth. That's what I do. Unlike Alex Jones, I don't sell pills. I don't sell water filters. But I certainly don't tolerate bullshit. Right, okay, I'll post it again for you. Absolutely, you can post. Don't use the @BigKellen because of the reasons that apparently I found out there's another BigKellen that's not me. I know, it sounds stupid, right? How can there be more than one BigKellen? Well, it's possible because of the one reason. The whole system was that YouTube never thought of providing a way to prevent Nick collides. Therefore, you can have 5 or 6 BigKellers at the same time.
Oh, yeah!
And if you don't know the thumbnail one you want to go to, that means you have 4 out of 5 chances of getting to the wrong one.
Oh, yeah!
And YouTube doesn't see, just like with the regular usernames, they're not doing Nick Collide. YouTube, when are you going to learn? Why is John trying to hurt Michelle? That's a great question. What did I do to John? Come on, John. What did I do to you? In fact, if anything, maybe you may not realize it. Because of all the crazy bullshit that goes on, I'm actually in a way I'm helping your channel. Because when you think about it, when you get represented here, when you get spoken about here, people rightfully are saying is there any truth to what Michelle is saying? And then they look your name up and they go to your channel and then they make their own opinions of what you're doing. Please, I don't even read or watch the channel. I have no idea what you're doing. The proof is out there. People are going to look at it and go, it's either true or it's not true. It's up to them to decide that. People sometimes share your name to my channel, and then they go back and they look into what's going on to see what the real truth is when they visit your channel. I don't want to see any more drama on YouTube, on my channel, which is absolutely true. But I know that drama is unfortunately, because of YouTube's policies, they say no drama sells. Why do you think YouTube doesn't take channels down? Because it's more stuff for the advertising. Even channels that are not monetized. Have you noticed that they're running ads?
Oh, yeah!
But they don't get paid for them. Which kind of sucks, right? No, but what happens is YouTube still runs ads against them, and then they keep 100% of the money. Kind of like that stupid woman in the UK.
Oh yeah!
150 pounds per person. She could go kiss my ass. Well, anyway, guys, I want to thank you all for coming to the show today. Tomorrow is Saturday. Tomorrow is a normal morning show. I'll be here at 10 a.m. normal time. And don't forget that I believe we are going to be playing more World of Warcraft. Red, can you clarify this? Are we going to be playing more World of Warcraft on Wednesday of next week or Saturday of this week? Or both? Because I thought it was possibly next week on Wednesday at 8 o'clock, and then I know that a Saturday was thrown around too. So I don't know which day it is. If you know the answer to that. I'd like to try to explain this to the audience, even though they don't see it live anyway. I am very happy to see, before I forget, the number of people that are watching the replay of the game. I am very happy to report, as of right at this moment, we are currently have seen 41 viewers, 7 likes, and 4 comments on Turtle Wow 11/29/2023, and it has a green $sign. So I've been making money from the minute it was publicly made available. Wednesday's fine, absolutely. Wednesday will be good. Speaking of other more boring, mundane numbers, the number of returning viewers and new viewers is on the rise. At this point, for the month of November, we have made, as far as they can tell us, exactly $103. You got anybody here for chitty chin, guys? But at least now we have money to do some fun stuff for Christmas. The Christmas tree that Gemini Gem is sending, according to her, is coming on December 5th. It doesn't have lights on it, but I do have plans to buy a couple of strings of the little LED type bulbs and put them on the tree. So our little tree, when using warm light LEDs, will shine like the top of the Chrysler building. Oh yeah, and we still have about 35-ounce cups of wine left in the box. I have not drinking a lot of that wine, but maybe I might have a cup after this. We don't know. The point is that we have wine to spare for Christmas and New Year's. Not even including the brand new bottle of rosé wine from Noodles that he bought, that was bottled in France. It should be. I will have to ask Gemini Gem to confirm that. Who knows? Maybe the team might do a round the world tour again. Looks like the stupid turntable cards for Chris's turntable. It's on its way here from San Francisco. After it was in Massachusetts. How in the heck did that happen? How did a phonograph cartridge end up basically going up the street, and then going over 3,000 miles away. First showing up in San Jose, and then in San Francisco, and now it's got to travel cross country back here to Winston, Connecticut. Boy, I hope that thing is going to have some slides to show for that trip. It'd be interesting to see what the little Piffin Still P192's got for slides to show. Speaking of that color film, Harman in the UK, which owns and operates Ilford, for the first time ever, and Harman has a long history, is releasing its Phoenix 235mm film for sale. Brand new emulsion. Just announced. Available in freestyle photo. What else is new in film? The cool thing that people don't realize is what was old is back again. And by the way, I didn't show you this, but I do got my brand new Carmen Miranda Brazilian bombshell vinyl, and it is here and ready to go for Silvermoon Radio at 7 o'clock, and we'll be playing music at Silvermoon Radio until about 10 p.m., including a lot of samba with our wonderful favorite Carmen Miranda. How you doing, Brian PC? Welcome to the show. Yeah, give him an applause. In addition to that, because vinyl is not the only analog medium that is making a comeback, at least to some extent. Don't forget that compact cassette tapes are also making some comeback as well. After all, what's wrong with little cassette tapes that you can put into your Walkman? It's also theoretically possible, and I've not heard of this, but I'm going to say it's possible, that you may actually see a return of VHS videotapes as well, because so many people got VHS videotapes. Some people like the old idea of dropping a cartridge into the slot. So you may actually see the return of VHS videotapes. But when are we going to see the return of a nice quality CRT television?
Oh yeah!
What's wrong with having a nice, decent CRT television running under NTSC or PAL or CCAM?
Oh yeah!
After all, we all grew up here watching it. We all know what it was like in the United States. A 640 resolution, or actually 720 by 480 lines of resolution, or the European standard 720 by 576 lines. We already know that. Generations of people growing up with analog television and never had a problem. And you know what's now? The United States right now, they're trying to push ATSC 3.0. ATSC 3.0 has digital rights management encryption. Several major television manufacturers have said they are not going to put ATSC Tuner 3.0 into their TVs because they feel it's too controversial. I see people are just popping in to see what happens in the chat from leaving. You know what? That may be true. But don't forget one thing too. They count as a view. I mean, after all, there's nothing wrong with digital. I don't mind DVDs or CDs. I never had a problem with that. But there's something magical with VHS. I don't know what it is. Maybe it was when people used to record movies and TV shows from TV. Each tape was a time capsule in so many ways. From the commercials to the movie itself, the station breaks, they all say something. There's things that like that we miss in this sterile, perfect world. We don't have that anymore. Things were rough and ready then, but they did have an impact on our lives. I think that's why today the analog thing is so popular. You can't reproduce the 1980s from me. When we first got cable television and watching our first VHS videotape machine. You can't reproduce watching MTV for the first time. Even if you remastered that very opening day and put it on YouTube. It was completely different to see it and experience it firsthand on the original medium that it was broadcasted on. You're right, Brian. And the thing is, so many people keep talking about, yeah, but now you can binge watch all your TV shows on Netflix, Hulu, Peacock Plus, whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not the same. Trust me, it is not the same. I mean, it's just a different time. Same day when you pick up a rotary dial telephone or even a touch-tone phone, and you can literally let your fingers do the walking through the yellow pages looking for your local business of interest. Right now, all I had to do is say to my phone, find me this business I'm looking for. And the phone pulls up a listing for you. Where before, just like an encyclopedia, you had to look it up yourself. And as you're flying through the yellow pages, you see other companies that offer the same product, and you kind of start to wonder when you're reading the listings and go, gee, what is it they make? It sounds interesting. How you doing, Stan CT? Welcome to the show, and of course, we're covering a lot of things. Running a little longer than expected. Yeah, but that's okay. This makes me wonder, though, what is today's kids thinking when parents talk about the fact that they used to have the rotary dial phone number. All kids say is, all I have to do is tell my phone to dial somebody that does it for me. In some ways, people use the phone to dial a number by saying, okay, phone, call Joe. In some ways, that's a carry over back to days when you had human operators on switchboards. It's a circle jerk. They're doing the same thing now with AI that we were doing back with human operators back in the early 20th century. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I had some of those cases myself. Which brings up another comparison. DVD cases versus your standard compact disc jewel cases. if you had to ask me which I preferred and why, I'll tell you why. I much preferred the DVD style cases than those cases for CDs. They didn't break as damn easy, for one thing. Plus, you can place any kind of documentation in there you want. If you want to place liner notes, you want to place songs, maybe place a card for a loved one inside the case, whatever. You could do that. You ever try to shove more than a CD in a jewel case? And then have some poor Nimrod drop the damn disc on the floor and all of a sudden, oh shit, the disc broke in half, you know. Only Ice Milk, every Stream Noodles does is for him trying to drive Skynet away from your channel. Your last viewers is trying to drive away from you. Well, he's not going to succeed. Skynet didn't leave because of Noodles. In fact, I still do talk to Skynet once in a while, and I talk to Wiki too. So you're wrong. He's not driving them away. He's not driving them away at all. If you want to talk about what's driving people away from my channel, I'm going to talk about that real quick. They cannot handle the goddamn truth of what's going on with YouTube.
Oh yeah!
They want things to stay the same and incite riots every day and drama every day because they think it's funny.
Oh yeah!
They like to basically go, heavens to Murgatroyd. This sucks. No, it don't. Get back in here. You don't suck. You know why? The problem is you got so used to the bullshit that you think that's all YouTube has to be.
Oh yeah!
It's not meant to be that way. Let's make YouTube a nice place. Let's get the dogs on skateboards. Let's get the kids having fun. Let's get people singing songs that are the kids. Let's talk about people having a good time. That's what YouTube was meant to be. Okay, thank you much for sharing. I much appreciate that. Want to say it together, Will? Sure. This is not a drama channel. And this will never be a drama channel. And if you don't like it, you can go fucking shove it up your ass. We're going to take this channel and we're going to keep growing it. All the naysayers are going to regret it because we are going to grow it by using and following and adhering as to the letter exactly so the YouTube terms of service and advertiser-friendly guidelines. We're going to do it by the book because we're honest and forthright. I only have this life left on earth, as Sherry Jackson knows. When I draw my last breath, and I am honorably discharged from earth, and my soul contract is finished, I am never coming back to this goddamned, warped, messed up, screwed up planet. At all. And I don't know why YouTube will allow all this troublesome people to do what they're doing, but you know what? YouTube, I'm following your rules that you wrote. I'm following your advertising-friendly guidelines, you wrote. And I mean it. Because I have to abide by a higher authority, which is Father and Mother God.
Oh,
And don't you ever forget that.
Oh, yeah!
Make it so. Make it so. How you doing, Crystal? Welcome to the show. I think Krista said they're going to be trying to get the tree in this week. So I think she said that Ray was going to get some lights up on the porch today. So, now, speaking of Christmas lights, I am going to be looking for Christmas lights that don't have the very common flicker issues that LED bulbs marketed in the United States have. The sets that I saw on Walmart.com are the inexpensive ones that flicker. I don't want flickering Christmas lights. I'm going to go look specifically for ones that do not flicker, even if I have to import them from Europe. Well, as long as they don't get too expensive, that is. Because the truth of the matter is I don't want my yellow LED Christmas lights to flicker every 30th of a second. There's nothing more irritating than flickery LED Christmas bulbs.
Oh, yeah!
And I'm not going to allow that to be in my home. That's why I said, if I have to, I'd rather run my Christmas lights on a battery bank so that the lights will be pure and consistent, 100% operational.
Oh, yeah!
If I have to, like I said, I will buy European ones that do not flicker and use a proper switching power supply. Yeah. I mean, there are ways to make an adapter for the American lights if you really want, using a telephone call. It's Patty tomorrow. Hold on a minute. Hello, Patty. I'm live right now.
Oh, okay. Call you later.
You want to say hi to the audience?
Huh?
Well, she's Patty. I'll call you back later, okay?
Oh, okay, bye.
All right. Touch you a little bit. Yeah, so anyway, the problem is there is a simple way you can make a simple circuit using a bridge rectifier. And ideally, make sure you put a proper load resistor in there to make sure, because of one reason. When you rectify mains voltage in the United States, the voltage is 1.7 times higher than the standard RMS voltage that you see on most speeders. So you're going to have the 170 volt peaks. So by putting in a load resistor, you can actually make sure that you can keep the current, because they're current source, from burning up the bulbs. But the problem is, it does not provide you with proper mains isolation to prevent you from getting electrocuted. So therefore, it is far better to use a properly designed DC output power supply that isolates from the mains for your electrical safety. Yeah. We did colored lights on porch, white lights for free. Tree tomorrow. We just put up a 4-foot tree. Well, you know, I'm looking forward to getting my, as I said earlier, when my turntable cartridge for Christy comes back from its world tour, which is kind of weird. As I said, I hope it's going to have some decent Ektachrome slides to show. Because it's already went to San Jose, California. It's already went to San Francisco. And now it's going to go back to Connecticut, I think. Or it's going to go to New Jersey. I don't know. What's the next step, cartridge? I also showed Krista that I actually got the cartridge, the wiring all set for the cartridge. Even she thought it was kind of surprising to see the wire was as thin as angel hair. And I was able to manage to get the clips soldered on. Thanks in a large part to the soldering workstation that Brian PC sent us. Also, we have on our wish list an inexpensive, for big people anyway, office chair for $87 US. That is rated for 500 pounds for those people that are living large. Yeah. And I'll tell you right now, I'd rather have a chair that supports 500 pounds than one that only supports 250, and all of a sudden you find a big loud explosion because the hydraulic cylinder of the chair couldn't take the weight. Even Montgomery Scott would say, "Hey, Cotton, she can't take this. She's gonna blow." No kidding. Nobody wants to see that. And I certainly don't want to pull up my ass. Which is, as Brew talked about, was exactly what happened in China. A couple inexpensive local producers of those pneumatic cylinders to chairs. The cylinder failed, and the pole, which the cylinder is under compressed nitrogen, ruptured, and the pole rammed up in one person's entire ass right through their spine. I can only tell you that must friggin' have been a very, very bad day for that person to have to suffer that kind of thing. And unfortunately, in some parts of China, the people didn't recover.
Oh yeah!
And I feel bad for you. That's why I don't really want a chair with a pneumatic cylinder. I don't want that. But you know what? I can't seem to find a chair that don't have one. That thing also, in its explosion, was like a small bomb. It actually did a lot of damage to that person's computer system as well, from the shrapnel flying from the exploding hydraulic cylinder. So it was more like a hand grenade going off under your ass. How you doing, MJ? Welcome to the show. So, like I said, there's no reason why, if you don't want to have a potential be sitting on a nice, highly potentially, especially since China makes things, unless it's actually properly tested, you don't know what you're getting from China. But having a high pressure cylinder under your ass does not exactly make me feel very comfortable. And this thing lost all of its gas. It doesn't even have any air. It doesn't even have any nitrogen in it. It all leaked out of the cylinder years ago. That's why I only have one level. Bottom. That's it. You can't even raise your chair up anymore. But that's fine. Because that's exactly what happened to happen. The person flipped the lever to raise the chair, and all of a sudden it was like letting go of the pin of a hand grenade. That's not something I want to experience ever. So watch the article in the Brew. It's actually up there still. YouTube didn't even consider it disinformation. Go figure that one. Yeah, I think we're going to have colder weather here too, at least in the East Coast. But you know what? It's supposed to be that way. It's supposed to be that way. Anyway, so one of the most important things is I want to remind you guys that check out the wish list. I know I mentioned it over and over again. But by the way, because since Brian PC came in late, I did a video showing the kind of damage. Oh, you know what I did? I left it on the screen the whole time. That there that you're seeing that I forgot to take off the screen is what an AI, based on the information I plugged in, how it predicted how the United States will look if there's a total societal and infrastructure collapse. Damn, that's a scary shot. And you must have been basically boring into people's eyeballs. Not right now, Noodles. In fact, we're going to begin ready to wrap it up soon. I just happen to be answering chat questions. Came a little late. Came late today. So the answer is no, we're not doing panels. But tomorrow morning, Saturday, 10 a.m., normal time, and we will be having our panels. And let's not forget the after show on Kick. I don't know if we're going to have a panel or not, but that's possible. I'll probably be starting about 10 p.m. on Sunday after we start Silvermoon Radio on Sunday night at 7 p.m., which is this screen here, U.S. Eastern Time. Come check it out, guys. Also, just like it says, go to the Patreon page to listen to the replays. We have been uploading all of the Silvermoon Radio shows to Kick, from Kick, and from the original Discord, and from other platforms to Patreon so that you can listen to the replays. So if you miss one, and you can't find it on Kick and Replays, you know you can find them. They're on Patreon. All it takes is a minimum of a 1 hour donation a month, and you can listen to all the replays you want. A wizard is never late. A wizard arrives exactly when he means to arrive. Yes, I know that. So for now, please do check out the Patreon page, because we got some good stuff coming up on Saturday, or on Sunday. Sunday, which is a fun day, right? We're going to have Silvermoon Radio, AM 1610. I got records coming. We got some I think Leonard Skinner. I think we have a couple other artists coming. The Stan CT is ordered. We got music coming. We also got records here, already got. And we're going to have time enough to play more music on Kick. And here's the thing. If it wasn't for you, the audience, we couldn't have done any of this at all. That's right. You, the audience, are the reason we exist today. I couldn't do it without your help. And you certainly are the reason that I keep putting my best foot forward every day to keep trying showing you new content every day. That says something. That says something. First of all, you know that I care about you as my viewers. And you know that I want you to feel happy and comfortable to come here. And please do remember, we want you to listen to Silvermoon Radio Replays on Patreon. There's more on Patreon than Silvermoon Radio Replays. I want to see the Silvermoon Replays become a major historical part of our program's heritage. I want to see more people enjoying them when they have the time in their days. Not everybody can make it. At 7 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Okay, that's fine. That's midnight. So 3 hours later, that's 3 in the morning. Most people don't always have time, and they have to go to work on Monday the next day to stay up that late to watch Silvermoon Radio. But you can always come back and watch the replay in the afternoon when you're free. So I'm saying, please join the Patreon page and make sure you remember that we do these for you, because that's why we are. Because we want you to have a good time. Right. And so for you guys, I want to say, I hope you all have a nice night. I really do. And I gotta go sort my laundry out. Oh, we still have members. We still have members, honey. That's all I'll tell you. So for everybody right now, I want to say I want you to have a nice day. And do me a favor, stay out of trouble. Keep warm. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. normal time. And don't forget, Sunday is 7 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. We have Silvermoon Radio until about 10 p.m. After that, we have the after show around 10:05 or so. And I'll see you all tomorrow. For now, stay out of trouble, and you have a nice day. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye, everybody.